gender. It's
Daughter. Is it a boy or a girl? Mike, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I completely understand, bro. Like, nah, that's not something you play with. Because it's the longer you can keep them off that crap, the better,
You know
bro.
what
How
I'm
you
saying?
grew up? Tell us how you grew up.
For a certain time, bro, I knew that belt was coming for me. You see what I'm saying, bro? And it
Yeah.
was what it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? I knew I acted up, so I was gonna follow what Herb did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's family.
Just
That's
like Kim Jong Un.
Okay, yeah. It's broken and small, but it's good. And then
Oh,
he
God,
says,
stop saying. Oh, you're trying to think about it.
he says, yeah, it's good. And that part they didn't change. Those
You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros Podcast.
Look, man, for all the people who didn't see it yet, you're not gonna see it. You know what I mean? You're waiting for it to get on Disney Plus. And let me tell you, I don't care. Lilo and Stitch live, man. We saw it. You know what I mean? I saw it twice. I saw it when it first came out. Then I got to see it with you and the family.
Yep.
You not being a big Lilo and Stitch fan, how'd you like it?
Not. I will say. Oh man, this cat is staring me down. It looks so creepy right now. You can see, it looks.
No, I don't need to see.
Anyway, I was very emotional in the movie. I don't know what that movie does to people, man. I'm not a Lilo and Stitch fan, I promise. Like, and the movie's good. I'm not saying I hate it, like the original one. I don't hate it, but it's not like I was overly excited.
They get it.
I'm a heavy critic of the new remakes. I don't like it, but I don't know, man. It just pulls on your heartstrings. If I'm just being honest, like I understand why the sales are so high, and some people have some criticisms about it, like any movie. But for me personally, it really touched me, bro. It was funny, had a lot of funny moments, definitely laughed, and a lot of just sad moments where it's like, dang, bro. Oh my gosh, it just makes you think, and it's so stupid because it's just a movie, it's just actors, it's just animation, but man, it just makes you tear up. I think I even shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie, and I know Brandy definitely shed some tears, but she kept looking at me. I'm like, stop looking at me, man. Don't look at me, bro.
That's the worst, bro. When a man trying to be emotional and a woman just peeking over, like, bro, if you don't look straight.
I will say one thing that helped me though is we went to, I don't know if you went to this by yourself, but us as the family went to the 3D. So I had glasses on, thankfully. So that hit my eyes a little bit. But I mean, it's just, man, if you haven't seen it, just I guess you'll see it on Disney Plus. But man, it's very emotionally touching for sure. How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts on it compared to the original one? I don't know if you compared those or what were your expectations with it. You were excited a few months ago. I think the podcast was like September. I don't know.
No, I was excited. That's why I saw opening day. The only movie I ever saw opening day. Shout out to the
Only?
people. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Shout out to people I went with. I was gonna say,
Was it packed?
we went at night, so we wouldn't have to deal with kids, so it wasn't too packed. But shout out Jay. She did her thing. I appreciate her for hooking that up. She got me a Stitch bucket over there. Very, very nice. Shouts out her.
You keeping that forever?
Yeah, for sure. But I liked it. Was definitely comparing it to the original because I didn't want the original to be changed at all. I wanted it to just go from, animation cartoon to the same thing live. But they did switch a lot up.
They did.
Cobra Bubbles was not the CPS person right away. It was a lady, which in the theaters, the first time I'm like, what is this? Like, we don't know. The neighbor was heavily...
Wait, did you hear that? Did you hear that she was actually the voice actor of, I think, her sister originally?
Did not hear that, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing it up, but I think they said that. But keep going.
I have to look into that. But the neighbor was completely thrown off because they had nothing to do with the neighbor in the first one. Like, just David who liked Nani, but nobody else. So that was interesting. But it was cool because the lady was crazy and cool. So that was fun.
She was a good character.
She was. The other big change when Jumbo and Pleakley came to Earth, their disguises were humans, which was fine. I like the characters, especially Jumbo's. I don't remember the actual actor's name, but he's just hilarious. Like, he's so funny. Yeah. So it was cool. That worked out. But
he kind of reminded me of the guy from Rush Hour. I can't think of his name. Seth Rogen? No, not Seth. It's a different guy. Yeah, I can't think of his name, but he reminded me of him.
He was from Hangover. That's where he was from. But
Oh, he was from Hangover.
Hangover, not Rush Hour.
Yes,
Maybe
that's
he was
right,
in Rush
yeah.
Hour too. I don't know. But
No,
Hangover,
Rush Hour is no. I mixed them up. So wait, that was the guy.
that was him. He just cut his hair and probably lost a little weight.
Okay, it looked so funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, it looks just like the guy. Okay,
No, that's
keep
him.
going.
Yeah, he's funny guy.
That's great. He is. They play good characters.
Yeah, and the biggest one was Gantu not being in it. No villain. Well, the villain now was pretty much Jumba, which was
Which
unique and different. The directors, the people who made the movie, said they just couldn't find out how to make his character real and live, which is not believable to me because it's like
no,
you
absolutely
made
not.
you made Pleakley and Jumba, so it's like he's just another and I can't remember her name right now, but the alien galactic woman, I forget her name right now.
Yeah.
But you made everybody else, but you couldn't make him. Like, so
Right.
it threw me off. That was kind of but it still played out nice because the storyline was cool.
Yeah.
The acting was good. The little girl who played Lilo in real life is from Hawaii. She surfs and she actually dances. So that was cool just to know they incorporated some actual culture in it. That's always just fun.
That
Instead-
is.
Instead
That
of
is
just
great.
picking a random little girl, which they usually, do, obviously. A lot of
Right.
these Disney movies have Disney princesses. Nobody's a little Disney princess in real life. Unfortunately, it's just not how it goes. So you got to pick a
Right.
random girl who acts good. So that part was pretty cool to the culture. Nani was smooth. Her sister, she was good, played it good. So yeah, overall, I liked it. And
My fault. You keep going.
I love Stitch. Stitch looked good. He was Stitch, you know what I mean? Sounded
was.
great. Was funny and crazy. Yeah, funny and crazy how he always is. So I enjoyed Stitch himself, which is obviously the main reason I went to see Stitch. So it was cool. I give it a 9 out of 10. No cap, I ain't gonna lie. The original is always gonna be the original. Always gonna hold a place in my heart. The one thing I did not want them to change was the very end when Stitch gets arrested on the beach, and then the lady's like, "Wait, Stitch? Like what?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's my family." And he was like, "It's broken and small, but it's good." And then
Stop saying it. Oh, you're not trying to think about it.
he says, "Yeah, it's good." And that part they didn't change. Those specific words I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
It was down to a T.
It was the specific words to a T, bro. Everything
Man.
played out at the end how it's supposed to, besides
That's
Jumba,
good.
Besides Jumba getting taken away and now with Pleakley still, which is also weird.
Yeah, how they gonna do that? Yeah.
And they have a second one to be interesting. But yeah, I liked it though. It was good. I actually think I liked it more the second time, maybe because I was just able to watch it more and not, oh, I hope this is here. Oh, I hope they didn't switch this. I was just able to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I just saw this 2-3 days ago, watching it again with the fam, and it was in 3D this time instead of regular.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good though. I think if I saw it the first time, I would have got an 8 out of 10. But the second time, re-solidified. I'm like, nah, this solid. But definitely emotional, like
Solid.
you said, as it should have been though. The first one was emotional.
And it's not even just like the end. It's like it felt like the whole movie is just emotional. Like
Yeah.
Lilo's like depressed. You're over there praying for just have a friend. It's like things you don't even think about. I'm just like, oh, this just wants to be loved. I was just like, my goodness, it's all over, bro. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because it would have got more emotional if they included the duckling. I don't know if it's the ugly duckling or the lonely duckling, whatever. Because in the original, the duck lost his family. Then he refound it, and Stitch is following the ducks throughout, and he sees it happen. This one had nothing to do with no duck. That would have been another emotional part. But yeah. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that someone had a criticism because they said in the original her sister never gave her up, but then in this one her
Correct.
sister gave her up, and that's not right because Ohana means family and blah blah blah. So I'm surprised you didn't mention that. So that didn't bother you. That you're fine with that.
Like I said, the second time I saw it, it was more like I wasn't expecting or not expecting something. But yeah, no, that was a huge part as well. The first time it did throw me off because college was not a thing at all. You know what I mean? In the first one, there was no talk about nothing. College, leaving. But when you're looking at it in the real live version, Nani looks like that age. In the cartoon, she kind of look a little older than that age where maybe college isn't on the table. She's not old, but she don't look like college is on the table. So it was a fine twist for me because she didn't leave. she was still gonna stay until Lilo was like, nah, like go do your thing. And that's when the whole adoption came in. Cause now, like I said, the lady next door adopted her. You know what I mean? So that's a completely different twist. In the first one, nobody had to adopt her. She stuck with her sister. Now in this one, the neighbor adopts her. So it's a whole different twist where you can end it a different way now. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was cool. Obviously, it don't gotta be in the original one. You know, we go with the original how it is. But yeah, it was fun. I saw that too, and I just I guess maybe a bigger Stitch fan than me. A bigger I'm not gonna say Stitch. A bigger Lilo fan than me. Wanting Lilo to have her sister around like this isn't the real world and people don't got other stuff to do. You know what I mean? She looked
Yeah.
after her sister like she should. Her sister was with some trusted people, and with that gun they had, her sister can visit anytime. So it's not even
That's
like she
true.
gotta hop on an airplane.
Basically teleport, right?
Yeah, she could teleport. She don't gotta hop on a 10-hour flight from Hawaii to California. Like, and I don't know if it's 10 hours, but it probably is. But yeah. So that's way different. It's a way different ball game. Like teleport. If anybody could teleport, would you stay at home with your little sister if you didn't have to? No, you wouldn't. Like, let's not play these games.
Top 3 places you would teleport if you could teleport, but you can only do 3 places.
Okay. Australia, Greece, Egypt.
Really? I've heard so many bad things about Egypt. I'm surprised you put that on there. I
Yeah,
thought you said
Egypt
something
is
like Paris.
the motherland, boy. I need to see Egypt for the history of it. I want to see the temples, dog. I want to go
Bro, I
inside
heard- bro,
them. Or not.
You gotta be ready, bro.
Oh no, I meant pyramids. My bad. I want to go in the pyramids, bro. I want to see it all.
I done heard so many bad things, bro. I heard at the airport, the TSA will take things out your bag.
I'm teleporting. You forgot that part, buddy.
My bad.
Good. You good.
Are you teleporting in a pyramid or like just outside of it? Like, what are you doing?
Just go in it right away. I'm
In it.
die in. That's what I would do.
Have you seen that one? They did like a thermal image of the pyramids, and like there's the little point. Obviously, that's the pyramid we see, but it's like a one where it shows like it just keeps going down and down. Like, have you ever seen that?
They're deep. They be saying it's waterway under there and everything.
But it's like I'm saying like the pyramids are huge, obviously, but I'm saying it's like way bigger down below. Like it just keeps going and going. Like, have you ever seen that?
Under the pyramid.
You think that's real?
I think it's a lot we don't know about the pyramids, and I would say, yeah. I would just like to go though. Like, I just want to go. It's certain questions I want to ask God, and one is about the pyramids. Like, has this always been here, and people are just tripping on how it was built? You know what I mean? But did you put this here? You know what I mean? Or if
I
it
don't think
was
you put it there.
if it was built like it looks like it was, how did they do it back then? A lot of people really wonder about that. But one, people weren't stupid back then. A lot of times we think people back then were just cavemen literally and just didn't know anything.
Right.
Not the case at all. If you
Right.
believe in the Bible, then they were closer to perfection than we are. So it's like
It's true.
they had more knowledge than us, most likely. The only thing, we have more accessories. You see what I'm saying? We're advanced more technology wise or whatever. Because
Right.
I mean, look at everything that we're using: a phone, a lamp around the phone, like you know what I mean. So they didn't have necessarily these features, these accessories we do. But bro, their brains were not any dumber than us. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
They were by far probably smarter. That's my argument, and by far probably stronger.
That's my argument. I would say they're definitely
Yeah.
physically more fit because for one, like you said, they're closer to perfection. But two, it's not like they were being inside scrolling through TikToks all day. They're working. They're physically moving their
Every
hands,
day.
bro.
Every day,
It's
bro.
like, yeah, every single day. So if you're doing something every single day, you're going to be better than most people at it, bro. They're
that
going to be
simple.
stronger than people. So if you're moving these, I don't even know how much a brick weighs on the
Bro,
pyramid.
them bricks over there is tons. Yeah, a ton.
But like, no tons, but like, let's see, 10 tons, 100 tons, I don't know. But the point is like, obviously they probably have machines to help them, like, and not machines as in like a freaking crane, but like,
their own machines.
simple-
Yeah.
a wheel, right? A wheel can make things so much more bearable to open. I remember one time we visited a building, Bethel, for those who know what it is, and we pushed the door. It was the first time we visited, and they're like, this door weighs 10,000 pounds or whatever, but we can still move it. because of it was on the hinges, right? It's just the way it's built. So when you think about the bricks, yeah, the brick is 10 tons, for example. I don't know how much it is. But it's like if you put it on wheels, how much is it? Or if you built it on wheels, you get what I'm saying? It'll be much more bearable. But either way, it's still crazy because you have to get to the top of the pyramid and so forth and so on. It's definitely strength. But I mean, if that's all you're having your people do, or slaves, whatever they used back then, day after day, year after year, it's gonna be built, bro. It's gonna be built.
They live longer than us, and back then,
good point too.
King, we'll say our granddad, King Herb, right? His son after him, who's Herb as well, will be the next king in line. That means whatever your dad did, you're probably gonna follow suit. Then your son, who is also Herb, is 4 Herb. So the 4 lines of Herb are gonna follow what Herb did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's family.
Yeah. Just like Kim Jong-un.
Okay, yeah. Great example. That was great.
Well, that's a modern day example, right?
Oh, for sure.
The Kims, they pass it down, they control everybody, right? Am I missing something? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same, it's similar. You know what I mean?
It's similar, yeah.
Like we were saying, bro, back then it was way different. Nowadays kids don't like to get taught by their parents. If anything, they like to do everything that their parents don't say to do. Back then,
exactly, yeah.
You had something that was called respect and a healthy fear of your parents. So it's like, if your parent is saying, hey, Zach and Kennedy, tomorrow we're getting up at 5 when the sun rises. They didn't have time. So we're getting up when the sun rises. You know when that is. If you don't, I'll come wake you up. But when we do that, your mom and your sister gonna stay here, do what they gotta do. We finna go out. We cutting some trees down. We gotta move the trees over here.
Yeah.
But first, obviously, we gotta go 5 miles that way to get the tree. Yep. This is part of their everyday normal routine, bro. Like you said, they didn't have stupid distractions around them. They still have fun, but they have dumb distractions, bro. So it's like they were fit, bro. They had no protein shakes. They had no supplements of creatine.
No.
They had and that's what I say. They had the healthiest food, bro. That healthy food, bro.
Yes. No additives.
Bro, none. They had the best fruit. They had the best vegetables on their land. The cows they killed themselves. They had their own meat. They had everything. Their own bulls, their own everything. Lamb, sheep, you know what I mean? 100%. So it was a whole different time frame that we can't imagine, bro. Sometimes, like I said, I just hate when people try to dumb down that part of history when it's like, no, bro, we are the dumb ones. We're smart, but we're dumb. Like,
right.
Trust me, bro.
Brain rot.
Yeah, bro, brain rot. That's perfect. Cause I was gonna say, as much good as everything we have around us does, bro, your brain rots from watching too much TV, being on the phone too much rots, being in front of any light from a screen, it rots, bro. It's scientifically proven. It hurts your eyes, bro. And nowadays, kids be this close to their tablets, bro. Hurting themselves. By the time they're 5, they need glasses, bro.
I was gonna say 3, right? Yeah.
Come on, bro. So it's like, just I want to go to Egypt. You saw the history. They drew on the walls where you could see what was going on. Yeah.
Where did this start? Yeah. No, and on the respect thing too, because nowadays kids be disrespecting their parents like crazy. Like, bro, I can't even imagine. Obviously, we had our disagreements with our parents, but I mean, just like disrespect nowadays is a whole different level. But back then, if you disrespected somebody, you would die. Okay, literally, you would die. Okay, it'll be beheading or thrown off a cliff, something, bro. You're getting a severe, or if you steal something, they're gonna chop off one of your hands. Literally, it's going to be that bad. So it's like back then, you just knew not to do it, and if you did it, then run away, don't get caught. I don't know. But yeah, it was a different time. Nowadays, no. If you spank your kids too hard, you're going to jail by CPS. Like, it's crazy.
Bro, and that's the other thing. Parenting. One parent will believe in discipline. The other one's like, oh my gosh, don't touch my baby. It's like, did you say your baby? Because I think we made this. So it's like, what are you talking about? Back then, bro, whether people want to acknowledge it or not, and people are so happy the way things are, bro, there was structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man, it was rules, bro. It's not even about the man. It's about
Here we go.
The laws of the land were, the laws that were in the scrolls. It was like you said, if something was done wrong, this was the punishment. It don't matter what the wife think in her brain. It don't matter what the husband think in his brain. This is like, bro, this happened.
This is
now.
law.
This is law. This has to occur now. It is what it is. And that's what it was. Nowadays, though, you got people who parent so different. Like I said, simple as a kid.
Gentle parenting,
bro. yeah, what is that, bro? Like, don't be a parent then. Like, what are you talking about? You're not gonna
Gentle
discipline
parenting.
your kid, bro? Like, bro, no, bro. I grew up where I got disciplined. You know what I'm
How you
saying?
grew up? Tell us how you grew up.
For a certain time, bro, I knew that belt was coming for me. You see what I'm saying, bro? And it
Yeah.
was what it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? I knew I acted up, so I was gonna get that. Now,
Yep.
I would pray that my mom did it and not my dad. But at the end of the day, those prayers didn't get answered too much, and that's okay.
Not
you know
often.
what I mean? That's
Not
okay.
often.
But
Not often.
it made me who I am, bro. It made me realize, bro, it's
100%.
it's consequence to actions, bro. Even
100%.
when cell phones came around, bro, it don't matter. You 17 and 364 days. You're not 18 and you don't pay your bill. I'm taking your phone. It don't matter, bro. I'm taking your iPad. I'm taking your TV from the basement. You ain't watching it. Like,
No.
everything has a consequence, bro. And that's the thing, bro. People don't like consequences, dude. They like you said, it's a gentle parent. Like, no, it's a Sam, it's okay. Don't do it
Shut
again.
up, Mom!
Don't. Okay, go play your games. Go play your game. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like,
What?
and
Your kid just tell you to shut up?
and I'm not saying beat your kid to death. I don't think any parent
Right.
should be physically hitting a kid. But if you have
There's a
rule-
balance.
yeah, if you have a ruler, you got a belt or something, you know, excuse me, still getting a little better. But you know, it's some discipline that has to be had, bro.
Right.
And to each his own how they want to do it in their household. But that's why if I ever have a kid, like my partner go, no, bro, like we not letting little Jimmy
No.
and little
No.
Susie run around here like they own
At
something.
all.
They don't
At
know
all.
nothing, bro. And like,
You know, I
hey,
thought about actually
my wife-
being more strict than mom and dad. I thought about it. I'm like
and my mom, my wife, like if I have a daughter, hey, you handle that discipline, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that, but if it's like a belt or a ruler or if you smack him on the hand or something, hey, you handle that. Like I'll
Right.
give the verbal discipline, but if it's my little son, better watch out, boy. That boy better be fast. Let me tell you. I said, I know how my, you know what I mean? Bring them legs here, boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out to parents out there who discipline in the right way and don't beat their kids to death. It makes them better, you know? I tested that myself.
100. No, it's gonna be the highest form of respect. Sir, may I please? Yeah, that's how they're gonna be addressing me, bro.
Yeah.
All that. And I be telling people too. I'm like, if I ever have kids, the first thing I'm doing is buying a farm. As soon as they start working, they're working, bro. Picking eggs, raking the yard, something, bro. Like they need to be hard working because their kids nowadays are just too lazy, bro. The generation we have now is very lazy, and I do not want that for my kids at all. Bro.
You want
they need to
iPad time?
understand hard work.
See, leaving in the yard, buddy, it's fall. Come on. Get
Yeah.
that right. Get
They not gonna know what an iPad is, bro. I promise. I might sacrifice my
Bro.
own iPad so they won't.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think you should even have. I don't know, bro. I be seeing a lot of young kids under 5 years old who have iPads. They be on it all the time. It's like the parents be like, "Oh, they don't act right without an iPad."
Man,
Why'd you show my iPad? It's just like fast food.
Man.
My kid's not eating fast food, boy. I'm telling you
No.
right now.
Oh my God, they're not touching
gonna
it.
know what a Happy Meal is. A Happy Meal
Never.
is gonna be some healthy food at home,
Never.
my boy. If anything,
It's
when we
crazy.
go out, we eating good. We not eating this fast stuff.
that's facts, bro. And I remember Mike Amrine, bro. He was on his son like that. What's his name? Carter, I think. And yeah, bro. I would joke about like giving him a Happy Meal. He was like, "Stop." He's like, "Don't play like that." He's not getting that. And at the time, I didn't really understand it. But now that we're older and we're understanding what's in food and whatnot, completely understand. Mike, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I completely understand, bro. Like, nah, that's not something you play with. Because it's the longer you can keep them off that crap, the better, bro.
Not
The
for
better.
sure, bro. Because the older they get, once they have it, they're gonna be like, "This is nasty anyway." They're not gonna want it
100%.
anymore.
They're
And it's
not
like,
gonna want it.
Cause some people feel weird about that. Like you're not gonna give your kid fast food, bro. Shut your obese self up. No, I don't want them looking like you. Like, no, I ain't gonna give them fast food. What you talking about, bro? Like, that's why it's crazy. Cause like, I'm not gonna. If I have kids, I'm not gonna shelter them and be weird about it. But I am gonna have
Right.
very high standards where it's like, if they go to somebody's house, bro, and I find out that they gave you fast food and I told them not to, you're not going back over there, bro. That's that parent
bad
fault.
influence.
Yeah, that's a horrible influence because you're going against what I said and you think, oh, don't tell your dad I just want to give you this so you can have here, try
Bad
a chicken
influence.
nugget. Bro, no, bro. My kid gonna be throwing that chicken nugget up. Like, hey, I'm not talking about none of that, bro. They gonna have a good diet. They gonna know about fitness. They gonna like working out because what people fail to realize, kids only know what kids know. It's the same thing with fear.
Facts.
Bro, when you put babies in a room with snakes, they don't run around screaming and crying. No, they grab a snake because they don't have a fear of a snake. It's the same
At
thing with
all.
anything else, bro. You give them good food, that's what they know. You give them bad food, that's what they know. You teach them
Yes.
working out from a young age, they're gonna like it. They're gonna be like, especially if you do it. Once they see mom and dad fit, you're like, dang, dad has muscles. Wow, mom is, I don't know, slim or whatever. Like she has
Right.
muscles too. Like they look good. Like I want to be like
Yes.
my parents. This how you do it.
Yes.
Do 10 push-ups a night. You know what I mean? You're only 5 years old. Just do 10, bro. Let's get it. Like let's see how this is a different form of a push-up. Do this one now. Do some sit-ups, bro. You're gonna have a great life. You're gonna be fit. You're gonna be ahead of your time, bro. You're gonna be in class with all these other people, and you look a lot better than them. So imagine once you hit your teenage years, when you really peak in puberty and development, bro, it's only gonna get better. Then by the time you're 18, 19, 20, bro, you're good, bro. Especially in today's generation, dog. You could go be a fitness trainer easy. You go do what you gotta do, but like
Easy. Oh
you
my
gonna
goodness.
you're gonna be set up. And like you said, with skills too. Farming is a good one. I mean, I'm not gonna buy a farm in that time when I have a kid,
Oh,
but
no, I want to do it. Yeah,
I'm gonna teach my kids a lot, bro. Like a lot. Just of skills that you need to know, from cutting grass in a good way to just doing good simple math so you can do what I'm trying to do right now, steam fitting or plumbing. Like, you know what I mean? These are simple things. Use a hammer right. Learn how to use a drill. So many people don't know how to use a drill because they just weren't taught, bro. It's like, bro, this is a drill bit. These are the different things you need for it. Changing a tire, bro. That's such a skill, bro, that people don't know, bro. You know what I mean?
They don't.
It's like, bro, come here, son. Let me try to teach you, change a tire. You about 8 years old now. Like, you just gonna see me do it. It's a little heavy for you, but come on, you gonna sit right by me. I'm gonna show you like all this. Like, it's just what
Goes
you
a long
know,
way.
bro. It's what you know, bro. You gotta pass it on.
All that, which is much better than technology.
Yeah, man. And like, technology gonna be so far
Oh,
advanced by the time, so much more advanced.
because
by the
we're
time-
nowhere near having kids. Like by the time we, oh my gosh, by the time we have kids, I can't even
Scary
imagine,
stuff,
bro.
man.
It might be an AI robot in everyone's house, just like walking around, bro. I don't know. Like
That won't
technology
be
is
there.
moving stupid fast, bro. So
there.
fast. You said what?
That won't be there. No, it'll
Won't
be
be
here,
there.
but I'm not gonna have one. What are your
Well-
top 3 spots you would whatever to teleport?
See, we'll do the basketball courts. Might make that face. I don't know. I'll say Australia as well because it's just so far. You know, I don't want to fly. Like even when we try to plan our little Australia trip, that's the worst part, bro. It's being on a plane for dang near a day, bro. Like that sounds horrible. And especially for you. For me, it's bad. For you, that's like a nightmare, bro. Because you would get sick on planes. So you would just
Think I
be
would-
straight.
People would think I
Drugged
was
up.
crazy. People would think I was crazy. I would literally go insane. I'd be like, bro, land this right now, or I'm landing. What do you want to do? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
TSA,
Go to
TSA,
Australia.
this is not a threat. This is a joke, okay? Not a threat, TSA.
I don't know if you can go to Australia, bro. Because that's
Yeah, I
a
don't
long-
think I can
'cause
either.
Literally, but when you land and you're sick the whole time. You wouldn't even enjoy Australia. You just be sick the whole time. And then
I
by
have
the
to
time you
pop a
feel
lot of
good,
pills.
again, you have to get back on the plane. Yeah, I don't think Australia's for you, bro. Unless there's a cruise that hits Australia, but that'll probably be like.
But you gotta,
a
you still
2-week
gotta,
cruise.
yeah, you still gotta fly to another place to get there, bro. I've already looked
True.
into it. Okay, Australia's one.
Australia's one. I'll probably say North Korea. Get in and out of there type stuff. I think that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, that'd be kind of like a good like little danger date night. Me and Brandy just bloop, hit the walls and go out there and we like run around, try not to get caught, and then bloop, get out of there. without
They
dying,
got
hopefully.
cameras everywhere out here.
That'd be so fun. That'd be fun to do that and like land in
American?
his room.
Was that
That'd be fun.
Indian?
That
I
was
did that,
racist. That was racist. That's what that was. I would love to do that and land in his room. That'd be so much fun.
Pretty cool. That's better, I think.
Guards! And then we go out there. It'd be like a freaking movie. That'd be so cool. All right, so that's Australia. What would the third place be? I don't know. Does the moon count? Would I need a suit for that? Probably. So I guess not the moon.
Bro, it's teleporting, bro. Whatever.
I guess I'd say Paris. Take her on a date. Because the
Eddie.
North Korea, yeah, North Korea would be like a fun one for me. Like we can like it's like a scary video game. probably can go at night. That'd be more fun because the guards are everywhere. But then Paris would be like a good little day night. You wanna go on a day night to Paris? Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the Eiffel Tower.
Nice.
Just like that. Plus the Louvre, man. The Louvre got so. I don't know if you ever looked into the Louvre, but I know me and you not into art like that. But they got everything. They got a Sphinx in there. You know, a little like lion body with the Egyptian head. They got in there. They got the Mona Lisa, bro. They got a whole bunch of biblical like scribes and stuff in there. Like the Mona Lisa, or not the Mona Lisa.
Bros?
The Louvre. I think so. I could be wrong, bro.
Bro, you said scribes.
Scrolls, yeah, my fault. Yeah, the Louvre goes pretty crazy. It's basically the best art gallery like in the world. That's one of the things me and her definitely want to do together. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you should definitely look into it and do your research. But yeah, so going to Paris, I think that'd be a good choice because the Louvre is pretty much endless, and then the Eiffel Tower will be a good date. Although people say it's overrated, that's fine. It's the city of love, so it'll be okay.
Yeah. No, that's facts. Speaking of your wife, and speaking of love, I've just seen this a lot, so I wanna leave off on this answered question. Let's say you find out your wife is pregnant, right? Your wife's pregnant. Due date is coming up. It's about to be next week, right? Counting down the days. It's about to be tomorrow now. You know, skip.
I'm so happy you're in my ear.
It's about to be tomorrow, right? So it's about to be. We'll just say, I think tomorrow is June 4th. So we'll just say your kid is about to be born June 4th. Are you going there if you get a call? It's like, hey, it's LeBron James. I want to spend the day with you tomorrow. June 4th is the only day I got available. That's it. This is going to be me and you. We going to hoop as much as you want. I'm going to teach you everything I can. We can get a bite to eat, man. I'm going to show you around. Like, we gonna kick it, Z. I see your videos you put out. I see you hooping in these Jehovah's Witness tournaments. You be cooking these cats, man. You be cooking them. I want to hang out with you June 4th. Only day I got. Like, I'm sorry if you got prearranged plans, but cancel them. The flight is on the way. If you say yes right now, let me know. You going there and missing your kids, your first
I gotta
child?
fly to him. I gotta fly to him.
He come to you, but he wants you to fly out to him so he can really show you around LA, take you to the stadium. Y'all can just hoop, you know what I mean?
I thought like LeBron, like Junior, or like
No,
LeBron
not
James.
Bronny, no. LeBron James, him, the guy, number 6 and 23.
What? So what son is his firstborn
Your
or secondborn?
firstborn son or daughter. It's not a gender. It's
Daughter. Is it a boy or girl? Is it a boy or girl?
make it more interesting. It's a girl.
Just to clarify,
It's a girl.
it's a girl.
Mm-hmm. You got a little brand coming.
Oh. I don't know. To be talked about in the next podcast.
Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.